Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial on how to use the SeePer tool. This is going to be great for when you want to make sure that the consultants you're working with have their drawings and details coordinated with yours. I'm sure the majority of us have been there when we submit drawings to the contractor and one of the details has a C structural for detail, or a C mechanical for detail or whatever consultant. And then, come building time when the contractor goes to the structural drawings or your consultant's drawings to check for the detail, it isn't there. And then when you talk to, the consultant, you find out that like, oh, I didn't see it, when I looked at your drawing set or whatever. So anyways, this tool will save you a lot of headaches down the road. All right, let me show you how it works real quick. So come over here to SeePer. And so real quick, SeePer, it's always C structural drawings or, per structural drawings, blah, blah, blah. So that's why it's named SeePer, if you had a question about that. Okay, so text insert. So text insert here, right, you're just going to have, whatever your note might start out with. Usually there's always a note that, is populated throughout your entire project, like C structural drawings for detail or C mechanical or whatever, MEX or whatever abbreviation you might have. So you can come in here and we're going to say C structural, if I can spell. You say C structural, right? And we're just going to have that. And then we're also going to have a landscape, just in case, and mechanical. All right. So once we have these in here, right, so it's going to search for the terms in this list right here, and it's going to crank out your list of notes that it found over here, okay? And then, of course, you can arrange these or whatever you want. And then if you have maybe certain search terms for your structural consultant or your landscape or whatever, you can save your different search sets, right? And then if you have pre-made ones, from a project that you used before, right? And, assuming hopefully your firm uses the same notes throughout all of their projects, right? You can just load in a different search set and then they're loaded in here and then you can hit search, right? So let's do this. All right, guys, and now we have set search, right? We have this list that pops up right here. And if you want to save, of course, your terms of search for it, just hit the save button. And then this is mine that I saved it as. And then when you want to come back and do it again, you can just hit load search set, and then you can load it back in again, so you don't have to keep on retyping it everywhere. All right. Okay. So now we have that, right? We have our columns that come out, right? It's simple things, it's like number of notes, element IDs, what's going to be exported, right? So the two constraints, right, for exporting, right, when you hit this button is that if you want it to be exported into the list, it has to have a check mark here, and these cannot be blank, right? And the reason because of that is, you can't send a note to your consultant saying like, hey, can you check for this in your details, right? And then not have the detail be on your sheets. Okay, so that's the reason for that. Anyways, outside of that, okay, so you get the search term you found, right? So whatever was up here, and then the match phrase, so your text note, whatever the content of that was, view name, view type, detail number, sheet number, and then sheet title, right? Of course, when you have all these, right, you can filter for whatever you want. You can filter out the blanks in this, right? So if we want to search for anything that doesn't have a blank, filter out the blanks, right? So we're gonna filter it, and then these pop up, right? And you just have these left, right? So anything not blank in that, if you want to remove it, just that, filter again, and then you're good. Okay, and of course you can add multiple filters, and then if you want to reset it, just hit the clear filter button, and you'll be good to go. All right. So now we have this, right? And of course we'll come back to this, but I'll show you right now. If you need to, if you're ever curious where a note is, right, you don't know where it is, or you don't see it, okay, you can select this Control C for copy, and then you can close, and then we'll go to the Manage tab, and we'll hit the Find ID, right? Pop that in, and hit Show, and we'll say it's no good view. You're gonna say OK, and then it's right here, right? And then cancel. And then you can zoom out. We're on level 2, and it looks like we're in plan level. Yep, and it's right here. Okay, so if you ever need to find your notes, right, that's one way for you to do it. Okay, so back to this. We're gonna load in our search set, and our same notes are gonna pop up. Good. Okay, we're back to this. All right, so now we have this list, right? It's all great and dandy. So now we're going to export, and we're going to say our export is going to be search results.txt, and we're going to say set. I'm going to place a yes. Cool. Okay, and saying these lines were not able to be exported because any of these were blank, right? And so rows 3, 4, 9, 10, right? So we check it again. Okay, and so we look, okay, so 3 has blanks, 4 has blanks, and then it's like 9 is blank, and then 10 is blank, right? So it all checks out, we hit OK. And scroll down just to make sure. Yep, we're good. Okay. And then we come over here into where we saved our file, open it, and we can see our notes that was cranked out. Okay, so now you have all this in a list. Now what you can do is you can attach this or copy paste this into email and send it to your structural, or your landscape or your mechanical and say, hey, just want to confirm, that you have the details provided where I reference your details right, anything along those lines. And then the contractor, is not getting mad at you later on down the road for, oh, you guys didn't coordinate and blah, blah. Right, so this will save, and then of course it tells you, the search term that was found, and then the drafting view, the name of it that is here, and then here's the viewport and the sheet that it's on, and the sheet title, which is great, and then text note. So the consultant can search through your drawings, right, and then find it wherever it occurs, and then make sure they're good to go on that, right, and then it'll go through that. All right, and then once you have all that done, then you're good to go, right, and you guys can continue on your project, and all of your notes can be saved in some export list. You can reference them later if you want to in your search set. And yeah, alright guys, if you like the tool, don't forget to like and subscribe and keep up to date on the latest ones coming out. And then I will see you guys on the next one.